Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm the Green Vibe Prepper and I'm new to prepping for emergencies. Follow my journeys towards prepping for all kinds of emergencies by subscribing to my channel and commenting below. Now, let's begin. Today's topic is emergency water storage. And in this video, you'll see two blue barrels. And these are for emergency water storage, 55 gallons each. And they store water for emergency drinking water and for sanitation. At the time of this video, you can get these barrels between $50 and $60 at your local hardware store like Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ace. And you can also get it at your grocery store. Sometimes they sell it there, definitely at Walmart, but they cost around $50 to $60 at those places. However, if you look online on Amazon and partners with Walmart and stuff, you'll see it costs between $150 and $200, including shipping. But that's not right. So just go to your local hardware store or local grocery store and just pick it up there. Just bring your truck or a friend's truck and just pick it up there instead. Now, what is recommended is 1 gallon of water per day per person. So 55 gallons for a family of 4 would get you a little more than 10 days. So what I do is I keep 1 barrel for drinking water and 1 barrel for sanitation. Now, why sanitation? Because in Japan, after the tsunami hit and knocked out a lot of their water, they found out that they had a lot of drinking water, but they didn't have water to spare for sanitation. Meaning, you just pour the water so that your toilet can, flush itself. They didn't have any of that, and they were thinking, oh, next time let's definitely have water for sanitation. So learn from Japan's experience. Have a barrel of water for sanitation. Now, what some people do is they use the blue barrels for just sanitation instead, and then elect to use 1 liter bottles. They store 1 liter bottles of purified water, like the plastic ones that you see at your grocery stores. They store that in a lot of that in their storage instead, and then just use these 55-gallon blue barrels just for sanitation. Either or, it's whatever you select. And then for maintenance of these things, you'll definitely want to open them up once a year and drop like 1 or 2 drops of bleach in there just to kill off any bacteria that might start to grow. And as normal, right, whenever you take storage water, you'll always want to boil the water before drinking it. So that's why some people elect to use it for sanitation instead, because they don't want to go through the boiling process. Uses up emergency resources and whatnot. So that's why, but if you want to use it for drinking water too, just definitely boil it before you drink it. We'll need a few tools in order to use the blue barrels, and one of the first tools is a green wrench that you see in the video here. And that's responsible for opening those white caps that you see. And those white caps are called bunghole caps. Yeah, bunghole. So that totally reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. But anyway, you'll need one of those green wrenches, and definitely pick up that wrench while you buy the blue barrels. They'll be in the same aisle. In fact, it's very difficult to open the bunghole caps without that wrench, so they're not that expensive. So if you can, buy 2 and keep it safe somewhere else. Otherwise, you'll be trying to, if you lose it, you'll be trying to open it up with some makeshift tool, and that may actually damage the bunghole caps, and thus rendering your blue barrel useless. So anyway, pick up one, pick up two, but definitely when you buy the blue barrels. So now you have one of the bunghole caps off and you're ready to fill up the barrel. So what I have here on my utility sink is a threaded nipple attachment that I put on the faucet. And then on the other hand, there's a quick release attachment that I put on one of the ends of the hoses. And that makes it so I can just easily attach it to the utility sink, just like this. It just snaps right on. And then I fill up the barrels, and it takes a good half hour to fill up the one barrel. So make sure that it's a good distance, a comfortable distance from the sink, but not too far away so that you can't fill it up easily. But definitely placement is very important because once these barrels are filled up with water, it's 400 or more than 450 pounds. So it's, for the average guy, it's very difficult to move. So be sure of your placement beforehand. And you don't need a utility sink to fill these things up with. You can just fill it up with a garden hose and just attach it from, an outside faucet, and then just fill it up with a long garden hose if you don't have a utility sink. Now, I highly recommend that you store these barrels in your garage or some kind of shelter that protects the barrels from the elements, especially direct sunlight. Now, even though these barrels may say that it's outdoor ready, it's still plastic, and direct sunlight makes plastic decompose. So definitely use some kind of storage to keep it safe. Another tool you'll need is this barrel siphon. Now you take off the bunghole cap and then put in the gray tube in, and then you screw the cap onto where the bunghole threads are. And you give it a good few pumps and water starts to come out through this white end. Now this siphon can be found in the same aisle as where you buy the barrel, and it is a big time saver. I mean, it has the gray tube that goes all the way down to the bottom of the barrel, so you'll get every last drop of water. But you can also do this old school with a just a cut off garden hose, and just make sure it's long enough to reach the bottom of the barrel, and then you suck on it a few times and then water will start to flow out. Another thing to note is you'll need to take off both bunghole caps for this to work, pressure and all. So that's basically it for this video. Emergency water, have 2 barrels with you, have one, whatever you have room for. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you subscribe, that'll even help me out even more. So if you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. Thank you, and until we see each other next time, thank you so much.